Well, the back lawn's starting to look just a little bit sad, so let's see if we can work with it a bit, give it a bit of a green up. Hey Siri, how many days until the 1st of September? 53, not bad. Yes, g'day and welcome to a new video. We are just about in the middle of winter, 7.5 weeks until spring. So that is gonna absolutely fly by, and I've always said that this winter and this autumn, it just feels like spring's not far away. Recently, here at my place, we've had a couple, probably two really harsh, heavy frosts, and then another one that was a bit more of a lighter frost. I've definitely noticed my lawn in the street being less affected than some of the other ones where they aren't on a liquid fertilizer program. They're not strengthening up the plant with that potassium, giving it a bit of protection and having a bit more warmth in the leaf with using iron and that kind of thing. So that has been nice to see, but still there's been a few times where there's only so much you can do. If it's a heavy frost, it's a heavy frost. And that is absolutely doing a number on the grass. Around here on this project section, bang, look at that. That is what you get with frost damage. And yeah, look, we've had a bit of rain over the last 24 hours. So yeah, definitely what I've been noticing out here over the last week or two is it's just slowly getting a bit more of that dull sort of look. With heavy rain and that sort of thing, it is going to leach nutrients a bit more, and it is going to give it that bit more sort of washed out look. And so that is what I'm seeing. I'm hoping it's not too far gone, because what I'm going to be doing in this video is applying a pigment to my lawn, which is sort of can be referred to as a lawn paint. It's applying essentially a green color onto the lawn, spraying that onto there. It's not just a paint, it is also going to have an effect of being able to maintain more heat in the leaf. I'll actually put it on the screen here, put it on the screen, and I'll get it off my phone too, just to make sure I'm being correct. And this is off the Lawn Shed website. But the benefits there: enhances and extends aesthetic appearance of turf, so just greens it up, develops into a dark natural green color. It increases light absorption due to its similarity to chlorophyll, increasing soil temperatures there as well, and it's got there assisting in turf quality in warm summer month as well. So this is something, and this is a product and things that golf courses, sporting stadiums, all those sorts of things will be using to maintain their turf and have a good natural color into it, especially some of those indoor stadiums and things like that where, you know, sunlight is minimal in conjunction with grow lights and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, don't want to talk too much about stuff that I'm not an absolute expert in and don't know intimately, but just gives you a bit of a background into how this sort of thing is being used out there as well. And so Brenton from the Aussie Lawn has applied this product, or a similar product from Lawn Solutions. Ben Sims from Lawn Tips has applied the exact product that I'm going to be using today as well on his Tiff Tuff, I think it was, on his fairway. And so as I've been learning about pigments more and more this season, one thing that is important is to not apply it to a dormant lawn. So when it has turned brown, for example, that patch over there, it actually might be an interesting experiment to spray it onto that patch over the back there just to see what happens. Ben's talked about it turning your lawn blue, so yeah, it might just be fun, because I'm going to be coming through there with an excavator in the coming months anyway. So, but I feel right now I've got enough color that I'm hanging on to be able to give it a boost. I'm definitely got some frost tip burn. It's not ideal, but I still think I can get some good results out of this product at this time. In a perfect world, I would have probably gotten this, because my lawn hasn't been growing for a while. In a perfect world, I would have gotten this out here probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. Because you know, imagine if you're putting that onto the leaf of the lawn, if you put it on here when it was growing a lot, then it would just grow out and you'd cut it off and it would be gone in a couple of weeks. Whereas now, through winter, you get it on there as soon as your lawn is starting to drop off in growth, which for me has been probably a good 4 or 5 weeks now at least. But get it on there when it's starting to drop off, while the color is still the best as well, to get the best result. So yeah, it basically poured rain all day yesterday, which made it a good day when Luke from the Australian Lawn and Garden podcast was here to record an episode. So that'll be up in the coming weeks. Also had the live event that he hosted in Melbourne yesterday, so that will also go into his podcast feed as well. I tell you what, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it was definitely very strange being in front of an audience, a physical audience. Lots of people watch videos and stuff that I post. It's just so different when you're in your own time and space with no one around and you can post it versus actually being in front of a crowd. So look, the imposter syndrome was massive, but it was definitely a cool experience. So anyway, just before I watched the weather forecast from the news last night, and Jane Bunn was talking about how it was going to be, you know, a partly sunny morning, and then from lunchtime onwards, it was going to be a bright sunny day, bright sunny afternoon. And yeah, look, I'm not seeing that right now, but what I did out here, because I want to at least, I've got waterlogged areas, I've got obviously this water here, but all I really need is for the leaf to dry out. So I'm not going to mow beforehand like I would like to. The leaf is still wet. I came across here with the leveling rake just before to try and knock down the moisture, to not have as much water sitting on the leaf so that I can spray a dry leaf. But when it's 12 or 13 degrees, I'm really going to need a bit of assistance from the sun, and I don't know if I'm going to get it. So what I'm going to do is come back out here in a couple of hours and make a call on whether I'm going to spray today or not. We're meant to get more rain tomorrow. Hopefully I can get this sprayed Friday at the latest, and this video will be up this week. If not, if you miss an upload and this goes up next week, then that's why, the weather. And I'm not going to spray this 20 or so square meters by the veggie garden. And I'm also not going to spray this little 30 square meters here either, because we've got a giant puddle here. When I do this project here with this feature garden and everything, I'm going to run that garden edging from here straight across over to there, and where the tripod is now, all of that in there is going to be fire pit and feature garden. So I think for the next couple of months, it'll be cool to look and to see the difference of this still being cylinder mode and fertilized, but just not have the pigment on it, the difference in that separation from there to there of how that actually looks, and get a good comparison. Yeah, look, next clips, hopefully it's in a couple of hours, it might be in a couple of days, it might be next week, where I am putting this pigment out onto my lawn and seeing what the results are like. So whenever that may be, I'll see you then. Well, I have not had a single ray of sun for the entire day, but we've gotten lucky in terms of it staying dry. It's no longer dreary. The actual leaf, it's a little bit squishy underfoot in certain areas, but the actual leaf of the lawn is quite dry. So I'm more than comfortable getting out here. It's not optimal. It's not the best conditions, but it'll do. Now I'm covered up here because this stains quite heavily, so I don't want that all over me. I'm probably going to go a nice round 50 mils, even though it's 10 mils per 100. I'm applying it to about 450. Still going to go 50 mils of the product. You can also apply liquid iron with this product. I think I'm due for some with my 3 weekly half rate liquid fertilizer. I'm due for some of that next week, I think. So I'm just going to apply this product by itself today, and then I'll probably add a bit of iron when I'm due for that fertilizer next. Oh no. Oh no. The size of that is the perfect size of the actual funnel. Oh Jesus. All right, I want to move the tripod to show you what's going on here, but I don't want to take the risk at the same time. Get rid of a bit of this water, clean out this. That is a beautiful green color. Now this is my line here where I'm pretty much not going to spray. So again, I always say it, don't mix up products on your lawn. I'm just doing it. I don't know. Maybe it looks better for the video. So I am, as I come down along this garden edge, I'm going to try and stay clear on the inside of it. That color change is crazy. And it does say clearly on the label, don't wait until you finish spraying, wash it off straight away. So I'll just come along here. And hopefully this will be enough, but I've barely got the spray on there anyway, so it'll be fine. More so if you had some exposed ag or something like that, plain concrete. If I was doing this on the front yard, I imagine it'd be a bit of a nightmare. So I've already done a run along there, so I'll meet up with that. And then, I don't know why I'm choosing to do this today, the backwards and forwards, up and down. Just for some reason seems like it makes sense. No, I think I'm going to stop doing that. I feel like I've missed that down the middle. So I'm going to turn off this. Turn off this. All right, back to the regularly scheduled spraying. 50% done, just moving some tripods around. I really can't explain a good reason as to why I thought it was a good idea to completely change the way I always spray there and just be going up and back. Whoa, sorry for the camera angles, to just be going up and back. I definitely wanted to do it along that garden edging and then quickly spray the actual edging. I don't know why I then thought I was gonna just keep doing it up and back down the whole lawn, but anyway, I'm using a proper normal spray technique now and just gonna go across this way as well up until that point where I did that second run. Hopefully get nice, even coverage. Well, there you go, very interesting. Definitely quite addictive seeing the green color come out because you can really visually see it hitting the leaf there and coloring the lawn. So yeah, as it dries on the leaf and it settles, I think the color becomes a bit more natural looking and does settle over sort of the next little 24 hours or even couple of days. So yeah, we'll just see how it responds. I'll probably overlay some clips at the end of the video from in a couple of days time just to see how it's progressing. I don't feel like I did my best effort of a spray job, so look, we'll see how it comes up and some of my little patchy spots that I've been talking about over the last couple of months. We'll see how they come up, and it does actually say 10 to 15 mils I read on the bottle, so potentially I might, you know, in a couple of weeks apply again and just see what happens and see how it responds to this. Hopefully we don't have too many frosts coming up for us here down in southeast Victoria, but overall it's definitely already a much greener color. I can only imagine getting this out at probably a better time of year as well would be, yeah, really nice. So look, maybe this is something to jump on and order now. I'll have it linked in the description. Maybe it's something that you put in your lawn care program for, you know, early June next year. Something you could definitely apply now if your lawn is still green enough and you haven't been hit by too many frosts. Glad I could still get a video out this week, and yeah, hopefully you'll see some after shots at the end of this video. But yeah, look, thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.